Day 26, 30 days of love songs. I gave myself this challenge so that I could find out what love songs do to you and what you can do to a love song. I haven't done any blues love songs yet. Love song, and I wrote this song in the kitchen. I started singing it as I was, well, you'll hear it in the song. And here we go. I'll be your sous chef, baby. I'm gonna slice and dice and chop for you. I'll be your sous chef, baby. I'm gonna clean your counters when I'm through. I'm gonna scour your skillet. I'm gonna polish your pan. If you'll be my ever-loving red-hot man, I'll be your sous chef, baby. Let's start cooking something now. I'll be your sous chef, baby. I'm gonna preheat your oven every night. I'll be your sous chef, baby. I'm gonna mix your spices till they bite. I'm gonna peel your carrot. I'm gonna stir your sauce. But when we're in the kitchen, I let you be the boss. I'll be your sous chef, baby. Let's start cooking something now. Let's start cooking. Let's start cooking. Let's start cooking something now. Turn up the heat, make it savory sweet. Bring on the chow, then I'm gonna rice your potatoes. I'm gonna spice up your peas. I'm gonna dice your zucchini. I'm gonna slice your cheese. I'll be your sous chef, baby. Let's start cooking something now. Let's start cooking something now. Let's start cooking something now. I said I'm gonna dice your zucchini. I'm gonna spice your cheese. I'm gonna do all those things. I'm gonna do whatever I please. I'll be your sous chef, baby. Let's start cooking something now. Let's take a slow cooking break here so I can simmer in the sweet juices of your tender love. Don't you get saucy with me. I'm gonna scour your skillet. I'm gonna polish your pan. I'm gonna do everything that a sous chef can. I'm gonna flip you over till you're thoroughly sauteed. Your chocolate is souffled. Your creme is brulee. I'll be your sous chef, baby. I'm gonna wear your apron till the day I die. I'll be your sous chef, baby. I'm gonna peel your onions, 'cause I never, ever, ever wanna see you cry. I'm gonna undress your salad. I'm gonna skim your fat. You just let me know, baby, what I can do after that. I'll be your sous chef, baby. Let's start cooking something now. I'll be your sous chef, baby. Let's start cooking something now. I'll be your sous chef, baby. Let's start cooking something now. Soup's on. So here's the story behind that song. Oh, and here's my apron. You'll notice that my apron is from the Museum of Burnt Food, the Burnt Food Museum. I had a smoking good time at the Burnt Food Museum. I do like cooking, and I often forget what I'm cooking, and thus was the Burnt Food Museum born. So this is a completely different kind of love song, and I'm exhausted tonight. And this is a blues. And so my ex was a great cook. And all his kids, they all talked about food. And his ex-wife was a cordon bleu chef. And I'm just not like that kind of cook. And so I just decided that it was my place to be the sous chef. And I love being the sous chef. I love just cutting stuff up, whatever. I don't care. I just have fun doing that. And one day I was doing that, and I was just like literally just chopping, and I started singing, I'll be your sous chef, baby. And here's why. And this has happened to me many times in my life. That I think phrases have their own melodies. I think I can take my apron off. You've seen it now. That's what was important there. And so every phrase has its own melody. Like every phrase has its own little melody. Every phrase has at least one little melody. Every phrase, it has its own melody. You can find that melody and sing. Every word has its own melody. I don't know about that. A single syllable word probably doesn't have a melody, but and people's names have their own melody. Everybody's name, it has its own melody. Everybody's name has its own melody. You can find that melody and sing. Oh yeah, you can find that melody and sing. Because language and music, it is the same thing. Music is just language that you take and strand it. And language is just music, that whatever. So, what am I saying? I'm really tired. Oh, right. So, just, I'll be your sous chef, baby. I mean, it's just really anything that you can say in love or in anger or whatever, it can become music. So, you're chopping away, I'll be your sous chef, baby. And that becomes, I'll be your sous chef, baby. I'm gonna slice and dice and chop for you. And once you're that far, you might as well keep going. I'll be your sous chef, baby. I'm gonna clean your counters when I'm through. I'm gonna scour your skillet. I'm gonna polish your pan. If you be my ever-loving red-hot man, I'll be your sous chef, baby. Let's start cooking something now. And, songs like this are just so fun to sing, and they just have so much character and so much sound to the character. Right now, in my academy, I'm teaching a course called Strings of Passion, in which we're breaking down the elements of music that take you from creative impulse to creative expression. And the first three sort of elements that I identified for myself are impulse, structure, and character. And the cat is on cue. Let's bring the cat onto the stage so she can have her moment in the sun. Hello, and the cat is here. How close can we get? Oh, that's exciting. Say hello. Whoa. So once you have an impulse, a structure, and you start exploring with the character of that. So the impulse is, I'll be your sous chef, baby. Okay, I'll be your sous chef, baby. There I am, chopping in the kitchen. There it is. That's the impulse. The blues is an incredible structure, a form, a blueprint for creative expression. And so it's like, once you know how to play the blues, you can kind of almost use it for any experience that you're having. So this was a perfect one. And then it's all about just having fun with the character. I'll be your sous chef, baby. I'm gonna slice and dice and chop for you. And then it was just a matter of having fun with the words. And I actually crowdsourced this song. So, and I crowdsource it when I'm in concert. I get to a certain point in the song and I just say, come on, like, what else do you want to do? And people are always coming up with stuff like, I want to puff your muffins, or I don't know, something to your beef. I mean, the audience just always comes up with these really racy things. And it's a lot of fun to sing it with the audience. But when I wrote the song, I crowdsourced it through Facebook. I just said to people, okay, so I'm writing a song like this, and it's I'll be your sous chef, baby. I'm going to preheat your oven every night. So I'm going to rice your potatoes. I'm going to spice up your peas. I'm going to dice your zucchini. I'm going to slice up your cheese. What else? And people just kept sending me stuff. I think I actually have. I wonder if I have some of the extra ones. There were some on this page. It says some lyrics I've rejected. Okay. So here's some lyrics I've rejected. Let's start cooking. I'll start looking for the perfect recipe for love. When I'm able, I'll set the table in a service just for two. Okay, so it's clear why that was rejected. And then I wrote here, some thoughts I've mulled. And then I was like, mulled. Hadn't thought of that one. So feast, words I didn't use, feast, banquet, cordon bleu, since I can't say it. Oh my God. Post-prandial, cut the pastry, roll out your dough. So those are just some of the things that I have not put into this song yet. But it's just a really fun song to sing. And especially in concert. But I'm just going to tell you, it's a blues. It's a blues in B flat. And one of the great things about a lever harp is that it is in some ways like a harmonica, in ways I can't quite explain, but it's set up that way. And anyway, is irrelevant. Take that back. Although It's truly a different realm. Okay, stop. Come back. Okay, back. All right. And so anyway, I can put it into a modified blues scale. And that means that I can, I don't know, it's just really like part of the key is in part of the harp is in one key and part of it is in another key. But it lets me, I'll be your sous chef, baby. It lets this note, this C sharp, it just gives that little bit of dissonance. But then as I go around and play the blues, sometimes, you know, I'll show you. I'm bending notes. And so to go from an E flat to an E sharp or to an E natural, you put this lever up like that. But what's cool on the blues is you don't have to go, you can go like this. You can really lean into it. So the actual, technology of the instrument becomes part of the character of this song. So you'll see when I'm bending it. So first, I'll be your sous chef, baby. I'm gonna preheat your oven every night. I'll be your sous chef, baby. I can still bend this. I'm gonna mix your spices till they bite. So that note wasn't there, and so I had to bend it. I'm gonna scour your skillet, or whatever. I don't know what the words are there, yeah, but scour your skillet, I'm gonna polish your pan. So in order to get those chords, I have to change the levers, but it's cooler than that because you get to bend. And then tonight I was just experimenting on that. Like playing the whole chord and then bending. Now, just imagine that when I first started playing the harp, this wasn't possible. And it wasn't possible because it wasn't in my head. It was possible, but it's just so incredible to find all this different character in an instrument that originally I played, like that was what I heard for harp music. And now after exploring it, whatever. To be able to play with that and be able to get to explore that side of not only the instrument, but here's the thing that I find so interesting that I've learned, over these 30 days, 26 so far, is that, of course we have the capability of expressing all these things at all the time. Of course I have the capability of expressing, tender love in, if I'm playing my romance. I mean, I've always had that. My romance doesn't have to have... I'm probably singing in the wrong key. Let me get myself there. Okay, it's a little high, but whatever. My romance doesn't need romance. Anyway, I always had the capabilities of having that kind of gentleness, but the song actually gives me a chance to access that part of me. And that's one of the things that I've learned in this 30 days of love songs, is that different songs can catalyze, you can always do it, but they make it easier. They guide you in being able to feel certain things and express certain things or experience certain things. And this song is really fun because it lets me have that experience I always wanted, that I was like, where is that on the harp? Like, where's that experience? Just like when I first started playing the harp, I was like, where is... Where is that human expression? Where can I find that on this instrument? And it wasn't really available to me because I didn't have, it's like the music wasn't there. That's so amazing. Because it was possible. It wasn't that it was possible, but that connection wasn't made. I didn't find those sounds. It took me this amount of time to find these sounds. It took me playing with this person and this person and this person and that person to find those sounds and then be able to find them in myself and, and harmonize myself with those sounds and have that full spectrum of creative expression rather than coming to the instrument which is great, but like that was the only possibility of who you could be with a harp. And that makes me realize that as human beings, we can explore so many things. An instrument will open things up for us as we're opening things up for the instrument. As we explore the arts, as we draw, we're opening parts of ourselves, and maybe that's obvious, but when each of us has that epiphany, that makes that connection. And for me, that's part of what this whole challenge has been about, is having, I wrote a blog post about it today, which I'm going to be posting, I think, tomorrow or the next day. And it's basically, you have a theme, which it was love songs, a goal, which was to explore vulnerability, a practice, which is to come here every night, no matter what. No, a practice was to come here every night and play a love song. That's what that was of. And then there was a commitment, which was to come every night, no matter what. And with those four things, a focus or a theme, a practice, a commitment, and a goal, even if I don't reach that goal, it doesn't matter because I'm now engaging. And now this thing has become its own laboratory for something that I don't know what it is. So it's exciting to me. So I will just tell you the chords that I'm playing since I've made a commitment to do that. And I will say hello to Victoria. I think when you have an emotional experience with the music, you open it up to so many more possibilities. That's really interesting. Yeah. So when you have that connection, that emotional experience, and what's interesting to me is that I would often have the emotional desire or the emotional experience before I could make it so, before I could engage with the instrument in such a way that we were both expressing that. And I just remember, awkward moments of like, I know I should be able to do this, but like, I don't know how to do that. And that's exciting to me now when I'm teaching, to realize that I can facilitate that for other people. I had to just like go on this journey of like, I don't even know where I'm going, and let me try this teacher and let me try that not harp teachers. There weren't any harp teachers to teach this to me, but I'm going to go work with this mime, and then I'm going to go look, play with this person. And it's fascinating to get to experience it again through teaching it. First there was the learning of it, and that was the first level of getting it. And now through teaching it, I get to go to this next level with it, of the integration with the instrument and the emotionality. At 4 a.m. Always the best time.
And Victoria is saying, I think that's what your 7 strings of passion enable us to do. Thanks, Victoria. And that was why I wanted to write that out, was to deconstruct that process for myself, because, sometimes it happens automatically that I get there, and sometimes I need to be like, okay, what is the structure here? How can I get more into the structure? What is the character of this? How can I get more into the character? And then, anyway, and just anytime I can, so the strings of passion becomes, it's an intellectual tool, I guess, to get to the emotionality of creative expression. Anyway, I'm talking at a time when I'm extremely tired, so who knows what I'm actually saying. And I just want to acknowledge everyone who's here. So let me just go up to the top, and I may not sing your songs, may not sing your names tonight, but it would be so fun to do it with the blues. Noriko, Numata, and Cindy. Oh, Cindy, go are watching. Rich Billig is watching. Mike Ferguson and Richard Kenyon are watching. And hello, Linda DeMar. I believe that was a 12-bar blues there, but it could have been more bars. And Connie's here. She says I sing when I'm cooking. Well, Connie, now you can sing this. And it's a lot of fun. Melinda says, yum. And Connie says, old ragtime. And that's funny because I use rags in the kitchen. And Noriko says, hi, Deborah-san. I like the blues. Noriko likes the blues. And Joy Zanner's here. And Connie asked me to pull out the harmonica, but I never learned to play harmonica, Connie. Tedra Town is watching. Ooh, I just missed someone. Rita Sanderson is watching. Connie says, oh yeah. Joy says this is a definite fave. And Connie says, hi, Sharon. And Sharon says, hi, Connie. This is fun. This is like reading the old, what they used to have. They had a thing, and it was a thing that had phone numbers, and it was called the phone book. And this is as close as I can get in this age where there's no phone book. Linda says, sizzling hot, yeah. And Lori Craig and Louis Siles are watching. Oh, yeah. Kathleen Munninghoff is watching. And Thomas, I forgot what key I'm in. Thomas Kelly is watching. Miranda Lee. And Connie says, I'll fry your bacon too. Norma Jean Levitt is watching. And Connie says, yep, harmonica. And Victoria is watching. And Connie says, railway. And Connie says, oh, you guys, this is great. You're talking up a storm here. Excellent. And Rich says, great little song. What's a toque? Is that one of those hats, Rich? I looked all over the house for one of those little hats tonight, and I couldn't find it. So I just had to wear the apron. Hello, Noriko from Japan. This is great. Ed says, I am loving seeing you right now. Thank you, Ed. I am loving being here right now. And I just want to tell you, I am so exhausted. I'm just about to go to bed. But I have a commitment to do this every night. And that is the amazing thing. That's been the biggest amazing part, because it is easy to like come up with an idea and then like, I'm going to do that. And then it starts getting hard and you're like, I'm not going to do that. But knowing that I'm gonna do it. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna do it every night. And that's because you guys are here. I'm gonna read this. The train lever. Oh, let's see. I think you're saying this. Or like this. That sounds like a train, huh? Does that sound like a train? What I'm doing is I'm playing the F, the C, and the D, but I'm just raising the C. What is that like down here? Interesting. Oh, wrong notes. Oh, that's very cool. Anyway, it's very fun. All right, so thank you. Oh, is there a question here? Will you sing the chords? Yes, I will. I will sing the chords. It's a B flat blues. I'll be your B flat 7, A flat and 7, which is an interesting chord because it has a D flat in it, but I'm using a C sharp. And so I don't have to, anyway. And it's a B flat 7, E flat 7, B flat 7. Then it's an E flat 7, and E flat 7 back to B flat 7, and down to G, some sort of G, and then to C 7, then to F 7, and then a B flat, and and F 7 again, and then we're back at B flat 7 and E flat and 7, then back to B flat 7. Then we go second phrase, E flat 7, and back to B flat 7, and going down, descending bass line down to G, probably 7, then it's C 7, and then F 7, but maybe probably a 9 in there, and then that's the B flat, and then I go D, and then E, and E, sorry, one more time, and it's a B flat 7, E flat 7, B flat 7. I suppose I could do this. I don't know what that is, but normally I don't do that in this song. And then this is an E flat 7. I'm going to stay down on E flat 7 and then go up to the B flat 7. And then I like to do this progression going down to the G. Then the E, C 7 and the F 7, and then the B, bum, bum. And then ending with a kerfuffle. And there you have it. The I'll Be Your Sous Chef, baby. Victoria says you make chords sound sexy. Well, Victoria, chords are sexy. Chords are the sexiest thing. Harmony is the sexiest thing. I never kind of work out a lullaby that I'm going to sing at the end of the night. And I don't know why I do it every night, but I do every night. And because that's part of the vulnerability. Here's what's part of the vulnerability, is admitting that, I'm a grown-up, but that's something I really love from my childhood. There was a lot of weird stuff in my childhood, like in everybody's childhood, but there were lullabies. And I really loved them. And there was one, something about, I love this one. I might even, let's see. Let me see if I can find a key. I might want to at least start playing it. I really love this song. My baby, my curly-headed baby, your dad is in the cotton fields, working all day long. Oh, my baby, my curly-headed baby, Lord, Dad is in the cotton fields, working all day long. And then it modulates, and but la la la. I don't think I can do that. La 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 la. Oh, I can't. I don't think I can do that in this key. But la 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 bye bye. If you want the moon to play with, the stars to run away with, they'll come if you don't cry. And la 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 bye bye. Into Mama's arms be creeping, and soon you'll be a-sleeping. La 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 bye. Oh, my baby, my curly-headed baby, your dad is in the cotton fields, working all day long. So la 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 bye bye. If you want the moon to play with, the stars to run away with, they'll come if you don't cry. And la 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 bye bye. Into Mama's arms be creeping, and soon you'll be a-sleeping. La 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 bye. I could work on that. So la 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 bye bye. If you want the moon to play with, the stars to run away with, they'll come if you don't cry. And la 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 bye bye. Into Mama's arms be creeping, and soon you'll be a-sleeping. La 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 bye. So there you have my mother. Thank you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow night for night number 27. All right, thank you so, so much for this time together before bed, and for music, and for connection, and for love songs. Good night.